चक्षुरुन्मिलितं श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरून् श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथामृतं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् कथाञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते विपरीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्यनमामि तम्।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare.
Now, I'm muting all. Okay, thank you.
Requesting devotees to pause chanting and hear the session, and after maybe 8 o'clock, you can continue chanting. Ranjan Prabhu and others. Very good. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. So, Hare Krishna, everybody. Very happy Kadashi to all of y'all. And now today, Prabhu had given the topic to discuss on the pastimes and importance and significance of the month Purushottama Adhika Mas. So not very far. This weekend, we are going to start observing the Purushottama Adhika Mas. And how many of you all have already heard the pastimes or are aware of the pastimes of Purushottama Adhika Mas? Because it comes once in 3 years. So we may have to remind ourselves also if you have already heard. And for devotees, especially like when Kartik month comes every year, Janmashtami, Radhashtami, like festivals keep coming every year repeatedly. Like every month has some special festival. It's not that devotees don't know the pastimes, but devotees are eager to hear that pastime again and again because that is going to give so much bliss to them that it nourishes them. So devotees always like to hear pastimes of Krishna. So this Purushottam Adhika Mas also has a lot of thing to do with Krishna because Krishna is personally involved in this entire pastime. So we are going to start off with pastimes and then see the significance. So this whole class is going to be a lot of pastimes and pastimes into pastimes also, little interlinked. So if you don't get confused, so just follow and we will keep questions at the last. So we're starting off with the sages of Naimisharanya. So the sages of Naimisharanya are people who are not looking for self-realization, but also working for the welfare of the entire creation. So the sages of Naimisharanya once asked, they gathered at the forest called Naimisharanya, and then their Sutta Goswami also was there, and all the sages of Naimisharanya headed by Adi Shaunaka Rishi, they wanted to ask Sutta Goswami a list of questions for the welfare of this entire creation. That is how they inquired, and Sutta Goswami narrated the pastimes, the entire narration of Srimad Bhagavatam between Shukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. So similarly, they were also asking a question like, this entire world, people are suffering, so we need, give us a solution, what can be done, what can they do so that they can get liberated, what can they do so that they can get out of this material entanglement. So like that, the Naimisharanya sages are inquiring from Sutta Goswami, and Sutta Goswami is saying, I will tell you a pastime that was narrated by Shukadev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. And then they are taking, so Sutta Goswami is now narrating a pastime that Sutta Goswami, Shukadev Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj. There is again another great personality called Narada Muni, who visits Badrikashrama, which is the residence of Lord Narayana, and invokes Lord Narayana's presence and asks Lord Narayana, people are suffering, please give us solution. Same question, you see, the sages of Naimisharanya are also asking, give a solution for people in the material world who are suffering, for them to come out of it. And Narada Muni is also asking the same thing to Lord Narayana, what can they do, can you please tell us, people are suffering, their consciousness is contaminated, they are not able to uh, focus on one thing, that is, they're not able to focus on the ultimate goal of life, which is you. They are not doing it, can you please tell what can be done. And Lord Narayana says, oh Narada, you are the sage of, you're the greatest sage, and you are the devotee of, you're the greatest devotee, and you always chant the holy name of the Lord, and there is nothing that you don't know, but you are asking it for the benefit of others. So let me narrate you a pastime. So Lord Narayana says, I will narrate to you a pastime. And Lord Narayana says that once when the Pandavas were in Vanavas, they were Agyatavas after, followed by it. So that time they were living in Kamyavan near Vrindavan. They were living there, and Krishna went to meet them. Krishna went and met them, and there they everybody was very distressed, including Draupadi. The Pandavas were in great distress. They were crying when they met Krishna. They were crying. They said, oh Krishna, what have you done that we are suffering so much? Why is there so much suffering to us? Give us a solution that we would want to get away from these sufferings. And then Krishna says, now I shall narrate to you a pastime that happened between a Devi called Purushottama Adhika Mas and Lord Vishnu. And then Krishna narrates that once upon a time there was a month called Adhika Mas. What Adhika means extra, and Mas is month. How can this happen? Adhika Mas, how can an Adhika Mas come once in a 3 year? So here is a small calculation. So there is two calendars that are in picture, like the solar and the lunar calendar. The solar calendar is 365.25 days, but the lunar calendar is a little slower because the orbit, the time it takes to complete its orbit is slower for the moon. So the lunar calendar takes 354 days for one complete cycle, one complete thing. That is how 1 year comes, right? So 354 only. So there's a short of 11 days for the lunar calendar to catch up with the solar calendar for every year. And then that catches up after 3 months, that is approximately 32.5 months. Then comes one extra month, that accumulated 11, 11, and 11 days put together, they form a extra month on the calendar to compensate with the solar calendar. So this month is an extra month. So this is per the calculation. Okay, so now this extra month, there is no auspicious activity. Janmashtami comes in a particular month, Radhashtami comes, Balram Jayanti, all these festivals fall on different months. And this Adhika month is once in 3 years, so there is no auspicious activity at all in this 3 month, in this particular month called Adhika Masa. So if you go to the Vaishnava calendar also and check, there is only Ekadashi, except for Ekadashi, because the 11th day from the full moon and the no moon. Except for Ekadashi, there's no other auspicious dates, tithis in this particular month. So everybody considered that this month to be a Mala Masa, which means Mala means stool, untouchable. This month was considered to be an untouchable month. Nobody performed marriages, nobody did any business transactions. They didn't want to do any sort of an auspicious act. They didn't want to start at all. Even great people, even pious people, ignored this month. And then this so every month has a devi, is formed, is personified to have a devi. And then this devi is also taken care by a deity, like Kartika month, Lord Damodar, like that. So each month has a presiding deity which the month takes shelter of. But this Adhika Masa is coming once in 3 months, 3 years, and then this Devi has no shelter at all. So she's crying, she's weeping, she's saying, "I have no shelter. I have no deity. I have people ignore me. They don't want to do any auspicious activity in my month. They curse me for being. So I feel very bad." So she cries, and then she remembers, the only person who can give me relief is Lord Vishnu. So she goes to the Vaikuntha planet and she cries to Lord Vishnu, "Oh, please, I want to get rid of this situation. I'm completely disturbed because everybody is keeping me away. I am feeling ignored. So I please want you to take care of me. Give me shelter. Give me shelter." She asks Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu says, "I know you are in great distress. One person can give you solution." So that person is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who's called also as Purushottama. So Purusha means being, and Uttama means the highest being. So Purushottama is the highest being, who is Krishna, can give you pleasure. He can protect you. He can give you shelter. So I'll take you. So I'll take you to Krishna, and then Lord Vishnu holds the hand of the Adhika Mas and takes her to Goloka Vrindavan. And as they enter, that you have heard how effulgent uh, Goloka Vrindavan is. Like, that is the first stage of realization. The Brahman realization is there's just light. There's nothing else. So she's not able to see anything. Her eyes are, hitting with so much of light. So she just goes behind Lord Vishnu and she hides. She takes protection from that power, that so much of light. And then Lord Vishnu goes front, and yeah, they get into Goloka Vrindavan, and then see Krishna with the gopis, with the cows playing a flute, and the gopis are all serving Krishna. A very nice thing, and it's so pleasing, it's so pleasant to see. And in between, there is a sound like, crying, weeping. And Krishna is like, "Who cries in Goloka Vrindavan?" Goloka Vrindavan is a place where nobody can attain for ages together. If you have performed sacrifices, Ashwamedha Yagyas, you have you have done charity, whatever you have done, uh, it's very rare to reach Goloka Vrindavan. Vaikuntha, at least, yes, you worship a deity, particular form, and you're focused. There's some chances, but Goloka Vrindavan is very, very rare, because you have to be fully Krishna conscious. Your only desire is to serve Krishna, be the servant of Krishna. Only in that case you'll get a place in Goloka Vrindavan. But this Devi was so fortunate, because she met Lord Vishnu, and Vishnu has taken her to taken her to Goloka Vrindavan to meet Krishna, and she's still crying there. And Krishna says, "Who is crying in Goloka Vrindavan?" And then the Devi, hiding behind, she slowly comes front, and she cries, and she says, "Oh," again she tells the same thing. Whatever she told Lord Narayana, Lord Vishnu, she again repeats. People are talking like this about me. They ignore me. Nobody's doing any auspicious activity in this month. They call me Malamas. They call me untouchable. And there is no auspicious activities happening in my month. There is no a deity whom I can take shelter of. So I am come here. I want to take your shelter. Oh Lord, please, please protect me, protect me. So she's crying. So it is not. It is also normal in one way that somebody cries in Goloka Vrindavan. So we say that Goloka Vrindavan is full of bliss. There's only joy, but there is also tears sometimes, like Krishna meeting his devotees. Like there's a pastime of Gopakumar who wants to go to the highest planet, and he keeps traveling from one planet to one planet to one planet. And then he goes to Goloka Vrindavan, and then he sees Krishna herding the cows. And Krishna very casually turns and finds Gopakumar, and Krishna runs to Gopakumar, hugs him, and Krishna cries, "Where were you for so many days? Where were you for so many days? I was missing you. I missed eating with you. I missed playing with you. I missed sporting with you." So Krishna also cries, and then Gopakumar also cries. So this separation, that separation and that union, for this there is always some tears. So that crying is there. But I don't have this, I don't have respect. That kind of crying is never there in Goloka Vrindavan. But this Devi is crying, I don't have this, I don't have that, nobody is respecting me, I don't have shelter, I don't have a husband, I don't have a son, I don't have a father who can take care of me, I am left like an orphan. So I need shelter, I need protection. She's crying to Krishna. And Krishna says, I will take care of you, don't worry, I will give you shelter. uh, like you will become the most famous because you have taken shelter of me. I am going to marry you. So I am your husband. So after marriage, everybody gets their husband's surname, right? Sharma, Shetty, Reddy, whatever. So Adhika Mas gets the surname. She's been now on called as Purushottama Adhika Masa, because she married Lord Krishna. So and then Krishna gives benediction, like when you get married, they give exchange of gifts. So Krishna is giving a lot of gifts to her, to Adhika Mas. What are the gifts? Krishna says you will become even more famous by uh, by by getting married to me. You shall not be called anymore like an extra month, an inauspicious month. Whatever qualities I have is also in you now. Anybody who worships me, what benefit they get? They get the benefit by worshipping you also. You will be anybody who worships you. Anybody who worships me, what is the benefit? They will attain me. So similarly, anybody who worships you will also attain me. So Krishna says that this month is equally potent to me. I am bestowing all of my divine qualities to you, and then named you as Purushottama Adhika Masa. So this month is equally powerful. So as much as Krishna can give benediction, so much this month also can give if you take shelter of this month. And by making this month, by observing this month, you become desire free from material things, and you will get freed from it. You'll get free from all your material contaminations. So now we saw that Krishna is telling the Pandavas and Draupadi about a conversation between Lord Vishnu and Adhika Masa, who was taken to Goloka Vrindavan. And Adhika Masa, we know that now she's named as Purushottam Adhika Masa. She's blessed with all the potencies of Lord Krishna on her. Now the question what Pandavas asked, why are we suffering, is still not answered. Oh Krishna, I asked you why am I suffering. You told some pastime about Purushottam Adhika Masa and Lord Purushottama. It's nice to hear. We are purified by hearing this. But why are we suffering? Please tell. And then Krishna narrates a pastime again. He says, now you know what happens. There's a rishi called Medhavi Rishi who who had a wife who had passed away after giving birth to a daughter, and that daughter was grown up without having a mother. And then Medhavi Rishi was so focused on the dharmic activities. He was focused on self-realization. He forgot about his duty of a grahastha, that he had to get his daughter married. So he was very focused on self-realization, and then he perfects his life in self-realization, and he quits his body. And then this girl, the daughter of Medhavi, is now worried because she was grown up as almost like an orphan, because she didn't have a mother who can teach good bad household things. She had to learn it by herself. So she didn't have a mother. So how painful it could be growing a life without a mother. So she did not have a mother at all. Now her father is also not there. She's the only daughter. She didn't have a brother also to share anything. She didn't have friends. She didn't have brother. She didn't have father. She didn't have an husband also. She was not married also. She's also feeling the same thing what Purushottam Adhikamas felt. I am alone in this entire creation. There's nothing for me to do in this entire creation. What will I do? What will I do? She's crying. And at that place, because Medhavi Rishi is a great Rishi, So many rishis assemble for his last rites. So our our famous rishi Durvasa also comes there, okay, to attend the um, final rites of Medhavi Rishi. And then there, after all the ritualistic rituals are done, then Durvasa Muni advises the daughter, like, you're in great distress, we know, but you have to, like, giving her some encouraging words to lead her life, not to take any wrong decision, like that. So like a well-wisher is advising. And now this daughter of Medhavi is crying to Durvasa, saying, "Oh, you're also like my father. You're also like my father because you're my father's friend. I have no husband. I have no father, no brother, no mother. I've been left carefree. I don't have anybody to care for me. What can I do? Please advise me. Please tell me what I can do." Then Durvasa Muni says, see, there's a month called Purushottama Adhika Mas. So this Adhika Mas also felt the same thing, and then she took shelter of Krishna, and then Krishna gave shelter, and then she is now called as Purushottam Adhika Mas. She has all potencies of what Krishna has. She can give you benediction. So if you want to get benefited, then you please observe Purushottama Adhika Masa to fulfill all your desires. And then this girl is like, she's telling, what? Kartik month is so special, Chaitra Masa is so special. There are so many months that are so special. You never told about any of the months. I thought you were my father's friend, but I think you're lying. You're telling something. Adhika Masa, it comes once in 3 years, and everybody considers it to be a untouchable month. And you are asking me to perform austerities in that month so that I'll get benefited. Anything performed in that month is waste. So you're going to put all my efforts into vain. So you're suggesting me something that is not going to help me at all. I will not listen to you. After listening these words from the mouth of Medhavi Muni's daughter, what should Durvasa feel? Durvasa is known for his temper, his anger. He's the best for cursing. He gives the best curses. But now, because it is his friend's daughter, he didn't want to curse because she's in a very pathetic situation, that she's lost her father and she has no care, no protection. So he says, "Oh, my dear daughter, see, I cannot tolerate, the offenses that you have committed against the glorious month of Purushottama month, because she is equivalent to Rama Devi, she's equivalent to Lakshmi Devi, she's equivalent to Srimati Radharani, because uh, Purushottama Adhik Mas is also concept of Lord Krishna, but you have offended, and definitely you will, get some result for offending this. You will have to face the consequences. I am not going to curse you at all. So I only observing Adhikamas could have protected you, but now all inauspiciousness is going to catch hold of you because you have committed offense against the holy month of Purushottam Adhikamas. And then Durvasa leaves, and as soon as Durvasa leaves, saying that all inauspiciousness will catch you, it was not a curse, but because it was a result of offending Adhikamas. So as soon as Durvasa leaves, her body, she was a beautiful young lady, all her beauty went away. She looked very ugly, and then she already had no protection. Now who will get married her? The only thing was that she's beautiful, so she could get married to some nice person who can protect her. But now that is also not there. Her beauty is also gone. Now she's like, oh no, I have to pray. Whom should I pray to? Who's very easy to please? Asutosh, Lord Shiva. I have to go meditate on Lord Shiva so I can invoke his presence and ask him for some benediction, who can give me protection. So she goes, and she meditates for a very long time. It's said to be she meditated for 12,000 years or so. She meditated during the summer. She used to set fire around. During winter, she used to go into the cold river, like this, taking severe austerities, not eating anything. She meditated for a very long time. And Lord Vishnu, sorry, Lord Shiva gets pleased with devotees who full focusedly meditates on him. So he came down. Lord Shiva appeared, and Lord Shiva asked, "I'm so pleased with all your penances. I'm so pleased with your austerity. Tell me, what do you want?" And then, as soon as she taking darshan of Lord Shiva, all her bodily beauty comes back, because Lord Shiva is there. There's always auspiciousness, so her beauty is coming back to her. She's feeling very energetic. She's feeling a sense of protection. So she's asking Lord Shiva, the only thing I request you is to give me a husband, give me a husband, give me a husband, give me a husband, give me a husband. So, like, anytime we see devotees, we say, Hare Krishna, how are you, Prabhu? How are you? How are you? Like, we repeatedly ask sometimes certain things. We repeat certain statements. But this daughter of Medhavi Rishi did the wrong thing. She repeated a wrong statement multiple times. She asked, give me husband, give me husband, give me husband, give me husband, 5 times. And Lord Shiva said, Tathastu. He said, you have asked for 5 husbands, 5 times, 5 husbands, so you'll get 5 husbands. She cries, how miserable you have made my life, O Lord Shiva. I made so much of penance so that I can get a blessing, but you bless me with 5 husbands. Who will respect me if I have 5 husbands? What would the world talk about me? How can I have 5 husbands? And then Lord Shiva said, no, you asked for it and I gave it. So he said, no, I don't want 5. You take back 4. I give me only 1. And then Lord Shiva says, no, I can't take back. I can only give. I cannot take anything from you. And then Lord Shiva disappears, and this lady out of this daughter of Medhavi Rishi, she is now lamenting her rest of her life. What did I do? If I have 5 husbands, how miserable it is going to be. What will the world talk about me? It is against the scriptures and all that she will think. But she hears Lord Shiva say, but all 5 of them will be very righteous. They're all following the dharma very nicely. They will be the greatest kings of this planet. So don't worry, like that. She hears from Lord Shiva when she's worried. And then, thinking of this, she also gives up her body. And at the same time, when she's giving up her body, um, the king of Drupada is performing a fire sacrifice, and there Draupadi appears. I mean, the daughter of Medhavi Rishi comes as the daughter of Draupada, who's later called as Draupadi, and then she's married to, the entire story, how she was married to the Pandavas. So then uh, Krishna now relates. Krishna says, why you are suffering? You're suffering because Draupadi, in her previous life as the daughter of Medhavi Rishi, offended the month called Adhika Masa. That is why you are put into so much of trouble. So, if you want success, if you want victory, if you want, all opulences, if you want to get back all that you lost, what you have to do is, because you were in the Vanavas and you were in exile. Now you also, there was a recently one Adhika Mas came. You didn't observe that month. You just ignored that month. Because of ignoring it, more inauspiciousness is coming on you. So now I ask you to observe Purushottama Adhika Mas when it comes the next time. And then Krishna leaves. Krishna leaves. And then they follow it so Yudhishthira Maharaj keeps it on his calendar, marked it, reminder. So next time when Adhika Mas has come, Yudhishthira Maharaj reminded his brothers and his wife. They all observed Purushottam Adhika Mas. And it is also said, obviously Krishna was by their side always, and that's the victory. And one of the reasons for their victory, gaining the whole kingdom and also going back home, back to Godhead, is because of following the Purushottam Adhika Mas. It is also said like that. So this is the pastime of Purushottam Adhika Mas, that because somebody who feels there's no protection, there's no care, left alone, what can I do? So always the solution is, take shelter of Krishna. And how can you take shelter? By calling out Krishna's name. So, like when Narada was asking Narayana, what can I do to get out of miseries? What can people do to get out of miseries? Lord Narayana said one word. He said, Narada, you are asking me this. You are all every time your lips are just chanting the holy name, and the solution, and you are asking me for a solution, a better solution. So like that. So we know, the solution for all the miseries is to take shelter of Krishna, Purushottama, the highest being. and the easy way to take shelter is by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So now we will also talk few pastimes of who and all in the history have also observed, the Purushottam Adhika Masa. So there was a king called Haradvana, the son of King Chitradvana from the Dravida, from the South Indian region. So this king was a very nice, pious king. And then he practiced his life very nicely. He was living a very opulent life, very nicely. He had many queens. His kingdom was flourishing with only goodness. There was rain. There was proper harvest. There was no shortage of anything. The citizens of the kingdom were all happily living. So once this king goes on a hunt. He goes for hunting, and then he goes deep into the forest, and he's trying to hunt something. And there he hears a parrot saying, one statement. The parrot says, there are people out there who forget the goal of life after accumulating opulences, after accumulating material opulences. It keeps telling, the parrot is keep telling, there are people out there who forget the goal of life after accumulating material wealth, material opulence. So this bird is keep telling this. This man is confused. The king is confused. What, what is the goal of life? What have I forgot? What have I forgot? And then keeps thinking about it. And he's in the deep forest. His soldiers are all looking for him. And then he sits down there. He's lost. He's thinking, what is it? What is it? And then his soldiers take him back to the palace. And then there he's thinking so much. And whenever there is some confusion, there is some disturbance to your mind, Krishna makes some nice arrangement that he gives you some help. So like that, for this person also, Valmiki Rishi appears. For this Hadadvana king, Valmiki Rishi appears. And Valmiki Rishi is asking, oh king, looks like you're in great distress. What is the matter? And then he says, Valmiki, I went to such and such forest, and I was hunting, and I heard a parrot say, people out there who forget the goal of life, after accumulating material opulences. What is the goal of my life? I'm doing righteous activities. I'm taking care of the brahmanas. I'm taking care of my citizens. There is enough rain. There's enough harvest. There's no shortage at all in my kingdom. What have I forgot? What is the goal? What is the goal? Can you tell who that bird is? Is that my enemy who's trying to confuse me, or is that really somebody who's trying to help me find my real goal? He's asking, and then Valmiki just closes his eyes and meditates and comes back and says, in your previous life, you were a nice sadhu called Sudeva. You were a Sudeva Brahmana. You were married to Gautami, and both of you all were actually praying to have a kid, because you all didn't have kid for many years. So you all meditated for 4,000 years, you're doing all kinds of austerity, meditating on Lord Vishnu to get a son. And then Lord appears. The Lord appears, and then Lord asks, what do you want? And then they ask, I want a kid. But Lord says, oh, in your fate there is no having a son at all. I cannot bless you with it. And then this Sudeva Brahmana faints. He says, 4,000 years I've meditated, and this person is not giving me any benediction. What will I do? And they cried. And the wife is crying because husband fainted, and they're crying. And then Garuda immediately, out of compassion, goes and fans him with his wings only. And he says, wake up, wake up, wake up. What happened? And then Garuda is looking at the Lord and saying, oh Lord, why are you doing this to your devotee? Why didn't you grant that benediction? He says, sorry, I am not allowed to give that benediction. uh, if you give, I can give, because if my devotees tell anything, I will follow that. I can do what my devotees say. So you're one very nice devotee of mine. If you wish, I will give. Garuda says, yes, 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 he's been meditating for so many years, you have to give him this benediction. And then as soon as because Garuda is also fanning him with his wings, then Sudeva Brahmana wakes up. He says, oh Lord, he's crying. And then Garuda says, wait, I already spoke to God. We have done some dealings. Now Lord is also agreed that you will get a son. And then both of them are very happy. But there is a, if there is a there's a but, if and but, that the son will not live for a very long time. He will live only for 12 years. And as predicted, when the kid turns 12, the kid drowns in the water and dies. And then, when Guru Maharaj gives an example of like the palace is surrounded by some small water structure to protect it from its enemies. So if anybody comes to steal or something, what these soldiers do, and then that person is thinking, oh, I have to get out of it, get out of it. And as soon as he gets out of it, there's some nice he takes a nice breathe. Oh, I'm now safe. Then again it gets so the soldiers do this to those people, to people who try to it is a place like that, you think, oh, there is some relief. Okay, king. Okay, how far did you all hear me?
Now it's better, Prabhu. I think there was
Prabhu, we heard till the palace reference which you started to give. From there, we could not hear.
Okay,
Maybe you
so
can switch off the video, Prabhu.
I think I'm clear now. Is it okay? Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. So I was quoting an reference which Guru Maharaj gives, like how people suffer. Like they think they have some relief. Like like I'm again repeating the example. Like in a palace where is protected by some water body around, because there should be no intervention of. There should be no attack, or nobody should enter the palace like that. So that time, if somebody's caught, what they do is they try to dip that person in that water upside down. They tie that person upside down, they dip him, and he's suffering for for some oxygen. He wants to breathe, and he's removed from the water. And then he feels, oh nice, I'm getting some relief, I'm going to breathe now nicely. And immediately he takes a small breath, then again they dip him in the water. So they repeat this process again and again. This person keeps suffering. He thinks that there is some relief, but he's meant to be suffering because he's being caught by the soldiers. So similarly, this Sudeva and Gautami, they thought they have a nice kid, they have a big blessing in their life. They thought this kid is going to be there, take care of them, protect them, all this. But happiness is not forever. So as predicted, at the age of 12, this kid also died. They're again crying. What to do? What to do? They're crying, and then they are again reaching out to God, because pious people, or I would not say pious, the devotees of the Lord, because when they started to meditate, they did not meditate on Lord Shiva or any other demigod to have a son. They only meditated on Lord Vishnu. So here now also, when they are in distress also, again they are calling out to Lord Vishnu, praying to Lord. The devotees of the Lord are like that. If good happens, if bad happens, whatever happens, they go to Lord. They say, oh Lord, please protect me. You're the protector. uh, Please protect me from my trouble. Or something nice is happening also, they go say, Krishna, it's because of your blessing that this has come on me. I offer the fruits, I offer the results to you. So they do this. So they were also crying, and they wanted a kid. And then they heard uh, from Lord Vishnu that you have to observe Purushottam Month, which is coming now. And then they take severe austerity, because they have people. These two couples have done 4,000 years of tapasya. It doesn't even take so much trouble for them to observe Purushottam Month. So when Purushottam Month came, they chanted Lord's name. They did nice tapasya, and then they got a son who would live for 12,000 years, which was Shukadeva Goswami. So then this Shukadeva comes in the life of in the next life. This Sudeva Brahmana was Hadadvana king. So he gets the blessing. So because he did so much of tapasya, he got a nice son, and because of that he also got in his next life a kingdom to rule. And now he's being reminded by his son, like Shuka coming as parrot and telling, oh dear father, now you have to focus on your goal. Your goal is to meditate on Lord Vishnu. So, and then Haridwana also took up to this particular month called Adhika Mas, and he performed austerity, and he went back home, back to Godhead. So like that, there are many pastimes. If we have time, we will also add one more pastime, which is a king called Kartivirya, who had 100 queens. He had 100 queens, but unfortunately, he also did not have a son from any of these 100 queens. He was having daughters, but not sons. So he married the daughter of Harichandra. The daughter of Harichandra is Padmini. So he married Padmini, and out of they also did not have kid for many times. So they thought, let's go to the forest and let's do some tapasya. And Kartivirya is doing so much tapasya that his body is like almost deteriorating. He's become skinny, his only bones are visible. Looks like his life air will separate from his body because so much austerity he's doing. So his wife Padmini goes in search of rishis in the forest. So she finds Atri Muni's ashram, where Mother Anusuya, who is Atri Muni's wife, is also staying there. So she asks, what can I do? We want a kid, but we are not being blessed with a kid. My husband is doing tapasya. What can we do? What can we do? Then Mother Anusuya says, uh, performing years and years of tapasya is equal to just performing one day tapasya in Adhika Masa. So why don't you take up this vrata? And then Padmini goes to Kartivirya and says, I've heard this from Mother Anusuya. Can we do this observance? And then he agrees, and both of them follow the the Purushottama Adhika Masa vrata, and then they are also blessed with a son. These are some of the examples, like in the history, that there have been people who want some material benediction, or their ultimate goal is attaining Krishna. They have observed Adhika Mas, and then they have gained victory in their life. They've gained what they wanted. All their desires have been fulfilled. So the example started from Draupadi and the Pandavas, and then we also saw Haridwana. We also saw Kartivirya. So these are some of the examples from the scriptures that they have gained all victory. So there are two types of people who look for who observe this vrata. So I'm saying that there are two types of people who observe this vrata, and we have to choose what we want to be, which category. The secondary category is that people who observe this vrata are called as karmakandis. So they only the motive for them is very low. What they want bhukti and mukti. There are two things. What is bhukti? Bhukti is enjoyment. They want enjoyment. They want lot of wealth, opulence. So all kinds of opulences. So they want to be the enjoyer. And by performing this month, the vrata of this month, one of the like if you want to get something, like you want to study well, you want to get a good percentage in your exam. So for that, when you're studying, getting good marks in one particular subject like mathematics or physics, every subject you get good marks. So everything is together. So like if you want to focus on Vishnu and you want to get Vishnu, you also get material opulences, you also get respect, you also get many things in your life. So but but you should not focus on only getting one particular subject good marks. You want to do a best overall. So but karmakandis are like, they do this mass only not in the intention of having bhakti for Vishnu. They do it for the bhukti, because they've heard nice pastimes from many kings who have attained a kingdom, who have attained wealth, who have attained kids, son, all these things they have got in their life. So they want enjoyment, or they want liberation. Liberation is what they want to get out of this material world. It is a nice thing to get out of the material world, but why? It is not because you want to get out of suffering. It should be that you want to get pure devotion to Krishna, and that is the highest level. So the lowest level is if you're observing this Adhika Masa Vrata for bhukti and mukti is considered to be lowest. We are in the lowest category. If you want to be on the highest category and do this Purushottama Vrata, the only goal or the only purpose of following this Vrata is to increase your devotion towards Krishna. So that should be the reason for observing this Vrata. Because Premanidhi Prabhu told that, the Pandavas got back the kingdom, and the other kings got sons who lived for 12,000 years. They got all opulences. It's not the reason why we want to do this fasting. We want to observe this month, special month. We want to perform this special month Vrata because we want devotion to Krishna. And what all you can do in this? So there are three modes. I will quickly finish. So there are three modes in which you can do any activity. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, and recently all of you all have gone through these sessions, that there are three modes of material nature, and how each people in each mode do their activity. What is their action? We have seen. So there are three modes. The lowest is doing this vrata means there are many things to do. Like you can give charity, you can live a simple life, you can visit holy places, you can serve the Vaishnavas, you can wake up in the Brahma Muhurta, chant a fixed number of rounds, increase the number of rounds, many things. We will list down what all are there, but you can do many things. But the lowest, that is in the mode of tamas, is that you will perform it. You will perform it without knowing anything. You just want, because they have told to do, I will do. I will get some scores, I will get some recognition or something like that. Just do it with no consideration of scriptures, just for following. How nice is everybody's doing, I will also do. No clarity of why you are doing. And even if while doing, like charity or something, giving it to unworthy people, saying, oh, Prabhu said this month is very nice to give charity, so going feeding biscuits and chips to some kids, that is not charity. So that is in the mode of tamas. Then in the mode of rajas also you can perform this month, which is for exchange, that bhukti and mukti that we were talking. Oh God, give me wealth. Oh God, give me job. Oh God, give me promotion. Oh God, give me a salary hike. I'll do this vrata for you. Please give me this, give me this. That is not the reason. That is rajas, doing some transaction with God. And then the highest Shuddha level is only to please Krishna. Because Krishna likes Purushottama Adhikamas, Krishna gave shelter. And if I take shelter of Purushottama Adhikamas by observing Purushottama Adhikamas, Krishna will like me. And when Krishna's glance falls on me, how nice my life would become. That's the perfection of my life. So only to please Krishna, you have to take up this vrata. So that is what I wanted to say. And this month is considered to be like a very fertile land. Why we are talking so much about this month? It is said that this month is also like, if Kartik month is giving you, like if you chant in the month of Kartik one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it's considered to be like 100 times. And if you do that in this month, it's considered to be like thousands and thousands of times. It multiplies into 1,000. And Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada always said that devotees are not very not enthusiastic, but they're not behind this special months, because very much, because they are always chanting, they're always reading, they're always hearing, they're always immersed in activities of Krishna consciousness. But these months are like bonus offers. Like you're anyways going to buy shirt and pant and whatnot, you want all your necessities every year, every month maybe. But this months are like special. They give you some bonus, some offers, like 70%, 90%. So once one activity you do is multiplying, so why do you have to lose out the opportunity? So you take this opportunity to multiply your good deeds. Keep in mind, anything bad done also can multiply. So only focus on Krishna conscious activities, increase it. And if you're not doing anything, at least start in small. If you're doing something nice, then add more things to you. Vaishnava seva is most important. You do Lord seva by hearing, reading, and all that. So you should do Vaishnava seva, like you should worship Tulsi Maharani, you should water Tulsi Maharani. Many things you can do, and Prabhu will share what all we have been planned. So this month is like a very fertile land. So if you want a seed to grow nicely and give you good yield, what you have to do is, there are various things that we need. So one thing is a fertile land. So only if you have a fertile land, the seed will germinate and it will grow to a nice plant, giving you nice fruits or whatever comes out of it. So similarly, this month is like a fertile land. So if you put your intentions into this month, just to please Krishna, just to develop love for Krishna, you would get the result of having a very nicely mature, your bhakti would mature, it will keep growing nicely. So take benefit of this month. Is very important. Observing Purushottam month properly and faithfully, um, one will get, it's secondary. He will get all fame, opulence, and good things in life. That is a byproduct of this vrata. And what is the ultimate thing that one can get is that one can attract the attention of Krishna, because somebody is worshipping Purushottam Adhika. Krishna sees, oh, somebody is worshipping my wife, somebody is glorifying my devotee, like that. So and then it is also said that anybody who performs this month vrata goes back home, back to Godhead. So with that desire, or with that intention to just please Krishna, to reunite with Krishna, to get the attention of Krishna, we have to observe this vrata. I will just take 1 minute to list down various things that you can do, and anything that you do, you take guidance from Sumitra Gopal Prabhu or Arunakshay Prabhu, Mageshwari Mataji, or anybody seniors. What you can do. It's not that you want to take something which is unrealistic. Take something realistic, something is doable throughout the month, like that. So it is said that japa, you have to chant, and there are many special songs written by Vaishnava acharyas that we recite during this month. Like Jai Radha Madhava is a simple one, like all of you all know. You all can sing Jai Radha Madhava every day. Keep certain prayers. It's a practice to also chant Chaurashtakam, Nandanandanashtakam. So these things you can take recordings from YouTube, play it, and then also try to learn. And if you all have not learned the basic prayers, like morning morning Samsara Dava, prayers to then the Guru Ashtakam, then Tulsi Marani's prayers, Tulsi Arti prayers, Nashima Arti, then morning in the Dashanarti we sing some songs. So if you have not learned it, then this month is very nice. You can learn every day. You can play these bhajans and you can learn. So that's one way. And reading the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is recommended every day. Reading the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is recommended. Living a simple life, eating simple food, sattvic food. Not anybody who's not still come to the level of eating vegetarian food should strictly abide to eat only vegetarian food. That too, sattvic, no onion, no garlic, offering it to Krishna and taking it as prasadam. So anybody who's already eating, being a vegetarian, following no onion, garlic, and all that, make sure that you're eating only prasadam. No outside food, at least for this month, strictly. And then giving charity to the temple, to the brahmanas. There's a practice in Vrindavan that during this month they offer 33 milk cakes to the brahmanas, to the Goswamis. They go give 33 milk cakes. It is said that because this month Adhika Masa comes once in 32.5 months, they round it off to 33. So they do it like 33 milk cakes. They offer it to the brahmanas, 33. Right? It's like an offering. And they offer it to the brahmanas, they offer it to the Goswami families. So like that. So not necessary, but if you are able to do something like that, then visiting holy places. Holy places, it is also said that if you're not able to visit holy places, just by taking darshan of a pure devotee, you are already gone to Ganga, you're already taken dip, and all your sins are gone. So try to take association of devotees, listen to Srila Prabhupada, take constant association, serving the Vaishnavas in whatever way you can, raising early in the morning, Brahma Muhurta, the morning program to be a strict program, Mangala Arti, Tulsi Arti, Japa, Bhagavatam, and then your day starts, your office, and your college, whatever you're doing. So morning program, a strict program. Offering tulsi to Krishna every day. Many of you may be practicing offering food to Krishna, flower to Krishna, but offering tulsi every day at the lotus feet of Krishna. And then try to be very calm and composed this entire month, because you're following vrata. Many times when you're fasting only, you will become very angry. When you ekadashis, you can see this. Half a day is gone, then slowly anger comes if you don't put anything into your mouth. You get irritated very easily. So the whole month is a vrata. If somebody is following any special vrata, keep peace, keep calm. There's also one thing is to be very truthful, not telling lie for anything. Following that vow of being truthful, doing Shastradhan, going out on book distribution, giving out books to people out who don't have access to it, reading scriptures, very important. This comes in the morning program also for us. Hearing Krishna Katha, like how we, and hearing the glories of Purushottam Adhika. So hearing about it also is purifying, is also a vrata. Just hearing Purushottam Adhika stories is also a vrata. So we have just finished a small activity like that. No, we have heard the glories of Purushottam Adhika. It's also said you regularly perform Tulsi Parikrama, like for devotees who are already doing it is fine, but who are not doing, you do Parikrama, Pradakshina of Tulsi Maharani, if possible, the Pradakshina of the temple, hearing glories of the Purushottam month. And this month is special because you can get rid of all your sins and aparads also. So, and you should not commit also. So be very careful of not committing any offense. So you can do that, and then cleaning the temple, being available, cleaning the temple is also a very nice act. So whatever you're doing, do it more sincerely. If you're not able to add many things to your to-do list, it's okay. Prabhu, that devotee is doing this much. Maybe they are having time. Maybe if you have office and other things, but whatever you're doing it, do it more sincerely, more focused, with more, you should be able to connect that, I'm doing this service because I'm going to please Krishna. It's not because everybody's following. I also want to follow. I want to show it up that I'm following. It's not for that reason. It is a sincere endeavor from our individual persons, that this endeavor is to for me to receive Krishna's attention, to receive for the pleasure of Krishna. I'm doing it so that Krishna can be pleased. I'm cleaning the temple because it is told if I clean the temple, I will get some benefit. Not for that. I am cleaning the temple because the place of Krishna has to be kept nice and clean, and Krishna will feel very happy if his place is clean and is beautified, like that. So these are the things that I wanted to share. Hare Krishna. Sumitra Prabhu can add, and move it to Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Nice narrations of different references to understand that how Purushottam Month has been in history, by different devotees, by the Lord Himself, speaking to different devotees, highlighting the importance of this specific duration. Right? Normally, people want to, if they want to do any puja, what they ask first thing is, Prabhu, take my name, take my nakshatra gotra, tell me any auspicious day. Right? So, auspicious day is counted based on, and then based on this, you know, parameters, and then we proceed for puja at auspicious muhurta on that auspicious day before Rahu Kala and all, right? This is very common to everyone. So similarly, this entire Purushottam month is all auspicious. All muhurtas during this month are very auspicious. And as Prabhu nicely shared also references. So the thing is, we are in Kali Yuga, and in Kali Yuga, it is not easy to get the attention of Krishna or get purified, get rid of anarthas, get rid of sinful desires, get rid of offenses, get rid of sins. get rid of sinful tendencies, that easily, because our chanting is also not very focused. Our people are generally mandabuddhi, they have less time for everything. So these months are actually a blessings in disguise, where wherever there is any gaps, wherever there is any gap in our bhakti, practicing of bhakti, wherever there is a setbacks in our practice of bhakti, this month, Kartik month, Purushottam month, these months fill the gaps. Not only fill the gaps, they keep us always in a position of advantage, as an advantageous position. So anyone who will take advantage of it and who will not take advantage of it, from an outside point of view, they might look on a similar platform. But from Acharya's point of view and Lord's point of view, they already have gone to a very different advantageous position. And that striking difference is very much visible on a spiritual credit point of view. That can only be gained in this. And now let's say our lifespan is some 70 years. And we started this bhakti process at the age of 30. So we have 40 years. In that, how many Purushottam months will come? Maybe around 12, 13 Purushottam months will come, right? So, so that is so less. That is not a very, or means you can say 30 days into 12, 360 days in our entire lifetime. That too, we should have energy towards the fag end of the life. So, if we are taking all this opportunity to our best of advantage, then leave about the material benefits that anyway will come, that a devotee is not bothered about. What a devotee is bothered about to getting closer to Krishna. So if we are doing Ekadashi, if we are doing Janmashtami fasting, if we are doing Narsimha Chaturdashi fasting, Ramnavami fasting, you know, all this fasting to please the Lord, to take some advantage, then we should do Purushottam month in a very strict way, in a very simple way, in a very determined way, with a lot of enthusiasm, lot of service mood to please the Lord, so that the benefits are huge. Okay, and we should take a sankalpa. How to do that? We should take a sankalpa. ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ बात कर लिया प्रभु जी ने बता दिया हो गया. So we should take sankalpa. What is my commitment this year in this Purushottam month? What am I going to do? Okay, that is your individual commitment to Krishna. Like how he is Purusha Uttam among all the Purushas, all the living entities. He is the Uttam. Similarly, this month is Uttam of all the existing or defined months. So, what am I going to do for him this month? What commitment I can take? So, we have made a form which is called Sankalpa form for Purushottam month. Prabhuji, can you share that in the Zoom set? That link in WhatsApp I have shared. So, Premanidhi Prabhu will share that link. I want all the devotees to take the Sankalpa now while you are in the call. How many of you are able to hear me right now? You are in the call, you are not riding, you are not driving, you are attentive in the call. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
I can
Yes,
hear you, Prabhu. Hare
Hare Krishna. So just last minute thing
Hare Krishna.
before we wind up for today. Yeah. So we have not kept many things in that. There could be n number of things as Prabhu shared. That it should be simple life. It should be very high, much driven by sevas. Absorption on Krishna should be high. Activities of Krishna consciousness should be more. Details we have not given. We have just given the upper level things. So please find this Sankalpa. There will be every day a daily tracker or a sadhana tracker or a Sankalpa tracker. Every day, each day of Purushottam month. Okay. It is not that many things we are trying. We will still going going to go to office, do our business, study and everything. But there will be elements like we are going to wake up early in the morning. We are going to attend Mangalarti. You will see in our temple every day they will attend Mangalarti unless they have night shift and all. Even devotees on night shift they attended. They come from office, they attend and they go home and take rest. So it is a festival. It is like a festival. This is 1 month. They chant their rounds in the Brahma Muhurta. They complete 16 rounds, more than that. They daily have prasad. They sleep on floors, you know, and they do much of charity to Gomata, Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, temple, mm, and they do Tulsi Parikrama, Prabhupada mentioning. They offer Tulsi, water to Tulsi Maharani, offer Tulsi leaves to the Lord, hear more, read more, daily lamp offering to Krishna. They do this at home in temple in Mangalarti also they will provide that. Okay, so very simple things we have given in this Sankalpa. I want all of you to fill the Sankalpa form that is shared by Prabhu in the Zoom chat. Zoom chat पे जाइए. Right now I want to see. So this will be starting on coming Sunday. And because all the devotees here are not new, so I have not kept many things like chanting 1 round minimum, chanting 4 rounds, or प्रसादम एक बार ऑफर किया 2 बार ऑफर किया. अभी आपका टाइम हो गया है. आपको लगेगा कि लोग कैसे आते हैं भक्ति में. सीरियसली ऐसे ही आते हैं. दिस मंथ आई हैव कम बाय प्रैक्टिसिंग 1 टाइम कार्तिक मंथ व्रत. I just had prasad 1 month and then I felt that realization or maybe that reciprocation from the Lord, and then I wanted not to give up. So I'm waiting for your submitting of responses. I have not seen any responses filled yet. I am thinking we're all doing it. Abhishek Prabhu, Akash Prabhu, Ankita Mataji, Arun Kumar, Bhanu, Bindu, Lakshman, Deepak, Mageshwari, Mohan, Padmavati, Raj, Ranjan, Lognathan, Ravi Teja, Sipra, Sabarish, Sridhar, Sanjukta, Shruti, Chaitanya, Vani, Jean, Monica. Yeah, quick. I could see 3 responses now. Very happy to see Chaitanya, Prabhu done, Kirtana Mataji done, Akash Prabhu done. Wow. Mhm. When I will also fill this. Yeah. So there will be a recommended option. 16 rounds is mandatory. Okay. In this month. ऑप्शन देने के लिए हमने 8 माला दिया है, 4 माला दिया है, but ideally it should be 16. Okay, so try to put it as 16. If you want to correct your forms, you can still correct. And
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
One point is that I will have only prasadam. Prasadam means no onion, no garlic.
Yeah, prasadam means no onion, no garlic nahi hai. Prasadam means whatever you are having, you are offering. So you prepare only once in a day also, that is okay. Offer that, have 2 times, 3 times, how many you want to have, that is okay. But you should have only what you are offering. Okay. So that practice you should bring this month.
Okay. But it is like a bhoga, na, when what we are offering to Bhagwan.
Yeah. जैसे कि क्या होता है कुछ devotees they will offer milk to the Lord, but they will prepare something rice and dal and they will have at home. No, if you are having rice and dal, you should offer rice and dal. If you are having chapati, paratha,
Understood.
paneer,
They
yeah.
are already okay. Understood.
भगवान पाए तो आप पाए, भगवान नहीं पाए तो आप भी ना पाओ.
Okay. So what we are preparing, we should offer to Bhagwan.
Yes. That ये आपके लिए अच्छा मौका है. This you do only until June 15. After that, you can be okay. You can continue with how you're doing today. Yeah.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु प्रभु जी
Ah,
प्रभु जी अभी 17 से स्टार्ट है पुरुषोत्तम मंथ और एंड कितने तारीख को प्रभु जी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया
माता जी ये मई 17 तारीख संडे से शुरू होगा जून 15 तक 30 डेज का है।
हाँ प्रभु जी सुनाई नहीं दिया
मई 17 से शुरू होगा संडे, जो संडे आ रहा है मई 17 से शुरू होगा जून 15 तक। ठीक है।
ओके ओके प्रभु जी हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna. I could see 15 responses. Very happy to see devotees filling. Some more I am waiting because there are around 30 devotees in the call. I little bit kept it morning program with respect to minimum 3 दिन करना है. If you are thinking how to attend Mangala Arati, you can attend Mangala Arati in the temple directly by coming. You can attend Mangala Arati online for our temple at home. You can attend Mangala Arati online also from Mayapur ISKCON temple. The links can be shared with you by devotees, by your coordinators if you ask them. Our morning session will be at anyway 5 o'clock. Okay. That will be a good time to complete your rounds. Okay. Fine. So I could see 19 responses. Any questions? I hope others can fill and submit it. We'll share the link also in the group. So this week, Saturday, we have Srila Prabhupada rooms cleaning seva starting at 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. this Saturday. So Saturday, Bhakti Vriksha devotees can come for this seva. New batch devotees, old batch devotees also can join only for seva. And Sunday, we have been allocated a new seva this time, which is uh, vessel washing seva, because normally this was allocated to circles who usually cook and serve. But we are not involved in cooking because our circle is small, Sunday cooking. But we'll be cleaning all the vessels near plate washing area for the entire temple congregation. So that seva we have got on Sunday. So Sunday Bhakti Vriksha will be not at 3 o'clock this Sunday, because seva will be there at around, let's say, 10 o'clock till 11:30 or whatever. So 12 to 2 we can have our Bhakti Vriksha this Sunday for Sunday batch. But seva is there, so all of you please join. So Saturday we have one seva, Sunday we have one seva. Purushottam Month holiday is starting this Sunday, so it will be good to start with good Vaishnava sevas. Okay. Any question anyone has, any doubt? Bharat, we are asking, is it possible to have a special item Sunday Prashadam? Yeah, we will discuss on that. Only the gas thing is the issue. But if the devotees agree, then we can prepare. That is also a good Vaishnava Seva. I will come back to you on that. Okay, so you have taken Sankalpa. You can, if you have taken a lesser Sankalpa, you can always increase it. I will check what Sankalpas you have taken. I will share with your coordinators. If I feel that you have taken a lesser Sankalpa, I will try to reach out to you. Okay. Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Wish you very happy Appara Ekadashi and happy Krishna conscious Ekadashi today. The Prabhupada ki jai. Vansha kalpataruvascha kripa sindhu पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। Swameta Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I request you to please pray for me because I'm going through a little health issue with my eyesight. I've been to the hospital. They said there is a lot of blood clotting happening in the eyeball, so that can eat
The
up my retina soon. So
requesting all devotees to pray for very early recovery of Prabhuji. So Prabhuji health is not good. Ranjan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's the reason I'm not able to join morning 4. I wake up at
Understood.
4, able to see.
Yeah.
I do my online darshan and then again go back to sleep.
Yeah, before Purushottama starts, you get well.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Sure.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you all. धन्यवाद सभी को धन्यवाद.